Alright, part 5, let's do it. Battlefield 1 campaign, Avanti, Savoia.
Everyone was affected
This
by
one
the
isn't
war.
as long as the other two. But, also not my favorite, but it's still good. Still good. I've been very inconsistent with reading this stuff. This unit specializes in high-risk tactics. They are called the Arditi. Arditi. The Arditi motto, O la vittoria, o tutti accio, is that accio? Pini? Or is it accio?
Are you all right? We're ready for you to cut the cake. Wow, these are incredible.
Yes, it was an incredible time.
You looked very handsome in that uniform.
That's not me, that's Matteo.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry, Dad. Take as long as you need.
No, it's okay, Tesoro. It's time I told you what happened to him. It was during our last battle together, just a few days after our 21st birthday. My brother's battalion had been ordered to capture a fort deep into enemy territory. I wasn't going with him. I was part of a special unit with a different mission. Our task was to support Matteo's battalion. We were a proud unit. We changed the war for Italy. The Arditi.
O la vittoria o tutti accoppiati!
We either win and most die, or we lose and all die.
While Matteo was pushing forward, I had to fight up the mountain and take out anything targeting his unit.
Just hearing this story makes me worried for you.
Don't worry, I was in a full suit of armor. Besides, the Arditi were proud volunteers.
Except for his
They would have done
crotch.
anything for
Oh,
Italy.
was that covered?
A church was sitting at the base of the path. Enemy troops had fortified it. I had to fight them first. After the flame troops were some foot soldiers. After that, the church would be ours.
The Sentry Kit multiplayer sucks. This one. You're slow. This gun is not accurate whatsoever, and it doesn't do as much damage as you'd think. Sure, you might get a moderate TTK once in a while, like just a string of random good time to kill, and then the rest of the time it's bad. I forget what it's called. There's a different type of sentry kit that doesn't have this gun.
That was shelling us and Mateo.
I forget what the gun is called though.
I had to destroy it.
And he was still heading to the fort?
Right. I had to make sure he got there.
Oopsies. They're just firing at the buildings. I can't pick that up. Because I have it already. Oh, there goes, I didn't think it'd be a one-shot with that.
Matteo and the entire Italian offensive was in danger as long as that artillery gun remained. So I had to take it down.
I think I like this mission now. Buddy, I'm gonna need you to stop that. I am running low on ammo. That wasn't a kill, that was a headshot though. I am running low. You're dead.
The only way to ensure that my men were safe was to blow up the gun itself.
I thought I died for a second.
That That explosion was one of the sweetest sights of the war for me. But there was no rest. I could see an anti-aircraft gun
grenades
in
left,
the
or
next
no?
ridge that was taking out our planes. And that was my next
Probably
target.
not. This gun, right here. I don't, no wait, no it's not, because it had, the gun I was thinking of had two barrels.
The gun was manned by Austro-Hungarian troops. I had to remove them before I could use the gun myself.
I'm running low on ammo. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. No. Mm-mm.
I take down the last man.
How heavy do you think all that ammo plus the gun was?
That I will never forget. They were targeting Matteo's unit below me. So I do the only thing I can.
It was me against an entire enemy bomber squadron. We had no reinforcements. If those men were killed, our advance would be completely halted, and I would have lost Matteo. After the first few went down, they started targeting me. I had to stand my ground.
Let's do this. Gotta say, for hard mode, this is pretty easy, and this is where I get absolutely destroyed. Yep. Well, I mean, there's the cutscene destroyed, but I want to say, this is where I get destroyed.
Were you still safe behind your armor?
Of course, of course. Nothing could dent it.
So many bullet holes in it.
But then the
I
planes
literally
got
see
away.
dents. The best way to get rid of those types of sentry kits in multiplayer is to gas them. I don't understand why he took it off.
When I got up, I thought I had died and gone to hell. They blew up the mountain. They buried us. They buried themselves.
Oh, God. Mateo.
I had to find him. So I went down into that hell. It was my only choice.
That's the one I was thinking of in multiplayer. One of the country says that one. Villa Peros. That's what it is.
I had to find Mateo. He could have been anywhere. I started with the first thing that came through the fog. There were allies pinned inside lodges. I needed to save them.
This idiot took off his armor. Let's see, this is... no. Ooh, limpet charge. I love those. He's gone.
We could hear them before we saw them. Armored vehicles coming from the enemy fort.
But you didn't have your equipment anymore.
There were crates of enemy weapons in the lodges that we scavenged and prepared ourselves with.
Oh, yes, I guess.
We could hear them before we saw them. Armored vehicles coming from the enemy fort.
But you didn't have your equipment anymore.
There were crates of enemy weapons in the lodges that we scavenged and prepared ourselves with.
Madison.
Dobbiamo salvare i nostri fratelli! Ehi tu!
I think the goal is to what, hold out. Yeah, I didn't do that very well. I really shouldn't have said anything in that aircraft fight, anti-aircraft fight. I think I kind of may have jinxed it just a little bit, you know. Only a little.
We could hear them before we saw them. Armored vehicles coming from the enemy fort.
But you didn't have your equipment anymore.
There were crates of enemy weapons in the lodges that we scavenged and prepared ourselves with.
What is this, attempt 3? Nope.
Through sheer force of will, we took out their firepower. The lodges were safe, and I had to move on.
You never said, was Mateo in those lodges?
No, the men said his unit had made it further up.
Some ammo from these guys. No bayonet though.
Every part of me wanted to get out of the trenches, but I could hear Italian yelling. I knew my friends were trapped. Everywhere I looked, too late.
Oh, this one
I
does.
felt alone among ghosts. After a while, I couldn't even look at the bodies. We had to have made it to the fort.
Okay.
Some of the things I saw, Tesoro. I had to convince myself I wasn't dead.
Like what?
Fire. Fire everywhere. There were two ways into the fort. I could either go through the underground tunnels, or above ground by circling around the back.
Not through the front?
I no longer had my armor. It was impossible.
Got some ammo for me. Oh, excuse me. Wow, I'm missing every shot. Nope. Bye-bye. Anyone down here? Nope, not this thing. That thing is hot garbage. Ooh, Hell Regal. The Hell Regal was not a weapon. I don't think it was used. It was still just kind of a prototype. Nope. Already, no, I have limpet charges. Also, nope. Same thing. Yeah, don't mind me, I'll just be, Mine. All this is mine now. Oh, I should use the bow pros. That would have been smart. The German spies must have been really good to have gotten their armor and all that. Okay. Thought that was a guy for a second.
I don't know how. I just knew Matteo wasn't there.
Then why are you looking? Oh wait, you're not. Okay.
I still think about that field. Every day. I'd almost stopped looking. Started giving in to the hope that Matteo had escaped. And then...
No! No!
He never got older. And here I am, still. Who decides such things? Buon compleanno, Matteo.
I was gonna say, this whole time he's been telling the story, the cake has just been waiting for him to cut it. Everyone's been waiting. I do like the gunplay in that mission. Especially when I have the armor on. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you feel so inclined. Yeah, have a nice day. Maybe see you next time.